Ever been curious about the most scandalous love lives in Hollywood? Prepare for a wild ride as we explore the 50 worst sex addicts in the industry. From secret affairs that rocked the tabloids to shocking scandals that left fans in disbelief, this journey reveals the hidden truths behind the glitz and glamour. Picture the stars who couldn't resist temptation, leading to messy breakups and public fallout. Imagine the whispers in the hallways of Hollywood, where every rendezvous could become front-page news. The stories range from passionate flings to long-term entanglements that spiraled out of control. Each tale is filled with drama, betrayal, and the consequences of living life in the spotlight. As we delve deeper, you'll discover how these celebrities navigated their desires, often at the expense of their relationships and reputations. The allure of fame can be intoxicating, but for some, it led to a path of self-destruction and scandal that continues to captivate audiences. David Niven was an English actor known for his charming and sophisticated public image. However, behind the scenes, his life was filled with scandal and intrigue. He was rumored to have had affairs with several famous women, including a young Marilyn Monroe, whose allure captivated many during her rise to stardom. Niven shared a bachelor pad with the notorious Errol Flynn, a fellow actor known for his wild lifestyle, which likely contributed to the many romantic escapades they both enjoyed. His list of conquests included iconic actresses like Grace Kelly and Ava Gardner, both of whom were celebrated for their beauty and talent. Additionally, Niven's romantic life allegedly extended to royalty, with whispers of a fling with Princess Marina and even Princess Margaret. The latter was rumored to have had an affair with US President John Kennedy, adding another layer of intrigue to Niven's already scandalous reputation. His life was a blend of glamour and controversy, making him a fascinating figure in Hollywood history. Marlene Dietrich was a bisexual actress known for her androgynous style and rebellious spirit. Throughout her career, she captivated audiences with her unique blend of glamour and defiance. Dietrich had a well-documented affair with Joan Crawford, which was one of many relationships she had with both men and women. Her romantic life was filled with numerous lovers, reflecting her free-spirited nature and desire for personal freedom. Despite her bold persona on screen, Dietrich kept her bisexuality a secret for much of her life, navigating the complexities of Hollywood's expectations and societal norms. However, as she grew older, she became more open about her sexuality, embracing her identity and the relationships that defined her. This shift in her openness marked a significant change in how she was perceived, allowing her to live more authentically. Dietrich's legacy as a trailblazer in both film and personal expression continues to resonate, showcasing her impact on Hollywood and beyond. Known for her striking beauty and vibrant personality, Jane Mansfield was a prominent figure in Hollywood during the 1950s. She was often referred to as a blonde bombshell, captivating audiences with her charm and talent. Throughout her career, Mansfield had numerous lovers, which contributed to her reputation as a sex addict in the eyes of the public. Among the many rumors surrounding her romantic life, one of the most notable was her alleged affair with President John F. Kennedy, which added to her allure and scandalous image. Mansfield's most infamous association was with Anton LaVey, the founder of the Church of Satan. This connection raised eyebrows and fueled speculation about her lifestyle and beliefs. Despite her tumultuous personal life, she was a devoted mother to 3 children with her first husband, Mickey Hargitay, and a son with her third husband, Matt Cimber. Her relationships and the drama that surrounded them often overshadowed her professional achievements, making her a fascinating figure in Hollywood history. In the 1930s, Jean Harlow emerged as a captivating figure in Hollywood, known for her striking platinum blonde hair and sultry persona. She quickly became a fan favorite, embodying the glamorous and provocative style of the era. Harlow's allure was not just in her looks, but also in her tumultuous love life, which included several high-profile affairs. One of the most scandalous was her relationship with the famous actor Clark Gable, who was married at the time. Their affair drew significant media attention and public scrutiny, highlighting the complexities of love and fame in Hollywood. Harlow's passionate romance with Gable was marked by both excitement and controversy, as they navigated the challenges of their relationship under the watchful eyes of the public. Tragically, this whirlwind of love and fame came to an abrupt end when Harlow passed away at the young age of 21. Her untimely death shocked the world and left a lasting impact on Hollywood, cementing her legacy as a legendary figure in film history. Marilyn Monroe remains a classic sex symbol known for her tumultuous relationships with Joe DiMaggio, John F. Kennedy, and Arthur Miller. Her life was marked by a series of passionate, but often troubled romances. DiMaggio, a famous baseball player, had a brief but intense marriage with Monroe. Their relationship was filled with ups and downs, ultimately leading to a quick divorce. Monroe's affair with John F. Kennedy is perhaps one of the most talked about aspects of her life. This highly publicized relationship not only captured the attention of the media, but also contributed to her final downward spiral. The pressures of being in the spotlight and the emotional toll of her relationships took a significant toll on her mental health. Monroe struggled with drugs and psychological issues, which plagued her many relationships. Arthur Miller, a renowned playwright, was another significant figure in her life. Their marriage was marked by both love and conflict, reflecting Monroe's ongoing battle with her inner demons. Clark Gable was known for his tumultuous personal life, marked by 5 marriages and numerous affairs. His relationships with co-stars were particularly notorious, as he reportedly slept with nearly all of them. Gable's rise to fame began after an affair with a theater manager, which opened doors for him in the acting world. He skillfully used the attention from female admirers to boost his career. Among his most famous liaisons were his relationships with Joan Crawford and Loretta Young, both of whom were prominent actresses of their time. Despite being married multiple times, Gable's infidelities were well documented, showcasing a pattern of cheating that seemed to follow him throughout his life. His charisma and talent on screen often overshadowed his personal scandals, but his reputation as a womanizer became a significant part of his legacy in Hollywood. Gable's complex relationships and sexual exploits paint a picture of a man who was both a celebrated actor and a controversial figure in the realm of love and fidelity. Kirk Douglas, who lived beyond 100, was a prominent figure in Hollywood known for his remarkable talent and intense on-screen presence. Throughout his life, he had numerous affairs with famous actresses, including Rita Hayworth and Marlene Dietrich. These relationships highlighted his reputation as a notorious womanizer in the industry. Despite his infidelity, Douglas maintained a long-lasting marriage to his second wife, Ann Bidens, for almost 60 years. Their relationship was marked by mutual respect and support, which stood in contrast to his many romantic escapades. Douglas's stamina and aggression were well matched with his Olympian physique, contributing to his larger-than-life persona both on and off the screen. His ability to captivate audiences and engage in passionate affairs made him a complex character in Hollywood history, embodying the duality of a devoted husband and a relentless seducer. Clara Bow was a prominent silent film star known for her vibrant personality and captivating performances. However, her life was also marked by numerous romantic scandals that drew significant public attention. One of the most notorious allegations was that she had affairs with the entire USC football team, which fueled gossip columns and public intrigue. This scandal was compounded when her secretary attempted to blackmail her, leading to a series of damaging allegations that further tarnished her reputation. Despite the controversies surrounding her personal life, Clara Bow made a significant impact on the film industry. She was a symbol of the Roaring '20s and became known as the IT Girl, representing a new era of female sexuality and independence in Hollywood. Ultimately, Bow chose to retire from acting at the young age of 28, leaving behind a complex legacy that continues to be discussed today. Her story reflects the challenges faced by women in the entertainment industry and the societal pressures of her time. Conjoined twins Daisy and Violet Hilton gained fame for their performances in films like Freaks and Chained for Life. Their unique situation led to a life filled with challenges and complexities, particularly in their romantic lives. Despite being physically connected, they engaged in numerous affairs, navigating the intricacies of love and intimacy in a way that few could understand. They experienced the highs and lows of relationships, marrying and divorcing, and even having a child, all while lacking the privacy that most individuals take for granted. Their ability to mentally tune each other out, a skill taught to them by the famous magician Harry Houdini, became essential in managing their affairs. This technique allowed them to create a semblance of personal space, enabling them to explore their desires and relationships without the constant awareness of their sister's presence. Their story reflects the struggles and triumphs of love in an extraordinary circumstance, showcasing their resilience and adaptability in a world that often judged them harshly. Known as the Ice Princess, Grace Kelly was a celebrated actress whose public persona often masked a more passionate and tumultuous private life. Behind her poised exterior, she engaged in numerous affairs with some of Hollywood's most prominent leading men. Her romantic entanglements included legendary figures such as Gary Cooper, Clark Gable, Bing Crosby, and Marlon Brando. Each of these relationships added layers to her already dramatic life, showcasing a side of her that contrasted sharply with her refined image. Rumors swirled about her connections with influential directors and actors, including Alfred Hitchcock, who directed her in several films, and Cary Grant, with whom she shared undeniable chemistry on and off the screen. These relationships were often the subject of gossip columns, painting a picture of a woman who, despite her royal marriage to Prince Rainier of Monaco, had a fiery side that captivated the public's imagination. Grace Kelly's love life was as intricate and compelling as her illustrious career, revealing the complexities of a woman who navigated the glamorous yet often scandalous world of Hollywood. Charlie Chaplin had a controversial reputation, particularly regarding his relationships with young women. He married 3 wives who were notably young, with ages of 16, 16, and 18. This pattern raised eyebrows and sparked discussions about his personal life. Additionally, Chaplin, along with fellow actor Fatty Arbuckle, was rumored to have organized extravagant Hollywood parties that some described as orgies. These gatherings were part of a larger culture in early Hollywood that often blurred the lines of propriety. Chaplin was also one of the pioneers of the casting couch method, a practice where actresses were subjected to uncomfortable situations in exchange for roles. His auditions were infamous for their bizarre nature, which sometimes included undressing and even throwing custard pies as part of the process. This behavior reflected a troubling aspect of the entertainment industry during that era, where power dynamics often led to exploitation. Barbara Lamar was a silent movie star known for her tumultuous life and scandalous love affairs. She married 5 times, each relationship marked by drama and passion. Lamar was a prominent figure in the Hollywood club scene, where her vibrant personality and beauty attracted many admirers. However, her life was not just about glamour. She struggled with addiction, particularly to heroin, which took a toll on her health and well-being. Lamar was known to sleep only 2 hours a night, a lifestyle that contributed to her declining health. Despite her success on screen, her personal life was fraught with challenges. Tragically, she died at the young age of 29 from tuberculosis, a disease that was exacerbated by her lifestyle choices. Her scandalous love life and addiction played significant roles in her early demise, leaving behind a legacy that reflects both the allure and the dangers of fame in Hollywood. Known for her fiery personality, Ava Gardner was a prominent figure in Hollywood, captivating audiences with her beauty and talent. Throughout her life, she had numerous high-profile affairs that often made headlines. Her relationships included famous names such as Frank Sinatra, with whom she shared a passionate but tumultuous romance. Gardner's connection with Clark Gable was also notable, as both were powerful figures in the film industry. Additionally, she had a complicated relationship with Howard Hughes, the eccentric billionaire and filmmaker. Gardner's romantic life was not without its challenges. She was involved with Robert Mitchum, a fellow actor known for his rebellious spirit, and George C. Scott, who was rumored to have been abusive towards her. These relationships reflected her independent spirit and her desire for love and companionship, even when it led to heartache. Ava Gardner's life was a blend of glamour and turmoil, showcasing the complexities of love in the spotlight. Tyrone Power was a prominent matinee idol in the 1930s and 40s, known for his striking looks and charismatic performances. He married French actress Annabella, but their relationship was marked by infidelity on both sides. Power's romantic life became quite complicated as he found himself involved with several famous actresses. One of his notable affairs was with Judy Garland, who was deeply infatuated with him. Garland even tried to persuade Power to leave his wife, showcasing the intensity of their connection. After an amicable divorce from Annabella, Power embraced bachelorhood once again. His charm and good looks continued to attract attention, leading to further affairs, including relationships with other Hollywood icons like Lana Turner and Judy Garland. Power's life was a reflection of the tumultuous nature of Hollywood relationships during that era, filled with passion, heartbreak, and the challenges of fame. Known for her stunning beauty and captivating performances, Swiss actress Ursula Andress gained fame for her iconic role in the James Bond film Dr. No. Her portrayal of Honey Rider made her a symbol of allure in the 1960s. However, her Her personal life often drew as much attention as her acting career. Andress was known for her numerous high-profile relationships, which included affairs with notable figures such as James Dean, John Derrick, and Jean-Paul Belmondo. These relationships were often tumultuous and overlapped, leading to public separations and divorces that kept her in the headlines. Her romantic escapades reflected a lifestyle that many considered promiscuous, contributing to her reputation in Hollywood. Despite the controversies surrounding her love life, Andress remained a celebrated figure in cinema, embodying the complexities of fame and desire in an era defined by both glamour and scandal. Tony Curtis, who died at age 85, was known for his prolific romantic life. He claimed to have bedded 1,000 women, a figure that highlights his reputation as a Hollywood heartthrob. Among his many conquests was a young Marilyn Monroe, with whom he shared a passionate relationship that he later detailed in his memoir, American Prince. This book provides insights into his life and the allure of Monroe, capturing the essence of their time together. Curtis's romantic escapades were not limited to affairs. He married 6 times throughout his life. His marriage to actress Janet Leigh was particularly notable, as they had children together, adding to his legacy both on and off the screen. Curtis's charm and charisma made him a prominent figure in Hollywood, and his relationships often drew as much attention as his film roles. His life was a blend of cinematic success and a tumultuous personal life, reflecting the complexities of fame and desire in the entertainment industry. Gary Cooper, known for his numerous affairs with co-stars, began his Hollywood career with a string of romantic liaisons that captured the attention of the public and the press alike. His affair with the glamorous Marlene Dietrich was particularly notable, as it sparked a feud with the fiery Lupo Velez, who was also involved with Cooper at the time. This love triangle created a scandal that added to Cooper's reputation as a heartthrob. Throughout his life, Cooper continued to engage in various affairs, often with younger actresses, which further fueled the gossip surrounding him. One of the most controversial relationships was with Patricia Neal, who was just 21 years old when they began their affair. This relationship raised eyebrows due to the significant age difference and the fact that Neal was an up-and-coming star in her own right. Cooper's romantic escapades not only defined his personal life, but also contributed to the complex narrative of Hollywood's golden age, where the lines between professional and personal often blurred. His charm and talent made him a beloved figure, but his numerous relationships painted a picture of a man who was both admired and criticized for his actions. Known for his charm and charisma, Frank Sinatra was a legendary womanizer whose romantic life was as captivating as his music. His relationships were often marked by brief but intense affairs, including notable marriages to Ava Gardner and Mia Farrow. Sinatra's allure extended to many famous women, including Judy Garland, Lauren Bacall, and Marilyn Monroe. However, many of these relationships ended without the intimacy one might expect, leaving a trail of broken hearts. His connections to organized crime added another layer of intrigue to his life. The FBI kept extensive files on him, highlighting his significant ties to mob figures. This complicated web of relationships and associations painted a picture of a man who was both a talented artist and a controversial figure in Hollywood. His legacy is not just in his music, but also in the stories of his tumultuous love life and the shadows of the underworld that followed him. Diana Dors, often referred to as England's Marilyn Monroe, led a life filled with scandal and controversy. Her personal life was marked by a series of tumultuous relationships and decisions that often overshadowed her acting career. Dors was known to engage in casting couch practices, a common yet troubling aspect of the entertainment industry during her time. To protect her career, she underwent 3 abortions, a choice that reflected the pressures she faced in a male-dominated industry. Throughout her life, Dors married 3 times and had numerous lovers, which contributed to her reputation as a figure of intrigue and desire. Additionally, she gained notoriety for filming sexual encounters in her home, further cementing her image as a provocative personality in Hollywood. Her life story is a complex tapestry of ambition, desire, and the often harsh realities of fame, illustrating the lengths to which some individuals go to navigate the challenges of the entertainment world. Clint Eastwood, known for his few words, has had a colorful personal life marked by numerous encounters with women. He is reported to have fathered at least 8 children from 5 different relationships. His romantic history includes high-profile flings with notable actresses such as Catherine Deneuve, Jean Seberg, and Barbra Streisand. These relationships often attracted significant media attention, showcasing Eastwood's charm and appeal. In recent years, he made headlines again with a relationship involving a woman 33 years his junior, further emphasizing his reputation as a man who has lived life on his own terms. Despite his tough guy image on screen, Eastwood's personal life reveals a different side, filled with passion and complexity. His ability to maintain a private life while being a public figure adds to the intrigue surrounding him. The stories of his relationships, and the children he has raised, reflect a man who has navigated both the glitz of Hollywood and the challenges of personal connections. Known for his remarkable talent, Spencer Tracy was a major star during Hollywood's golden age. His natural acting style captivated audiences and made him a beloved figure in the film industry. However, his personal life was marked by numerous extramarital affairs, which often overshadowed his professional achievements. Tracy's relationships with several prominent actresses, including Joan Crawford and Ingrid Bergman, were well documented and contributed to his reputation as a notorious womanizer. Yet, it was his long and complex relationship with Katharine Hepburn that stands out as one of Hollywood's great love stories. Despite his frequent infidelities, their bond was deep and enduring. Hepburn often supported Tracy through his struggles, including his battles with alcoholism. Their partnership was characterized by mutual respect and admiration, even as Tracy's personal choices led to a tumultuous life. This combination of professional success and personal turmoil paints a vivid picture of Spencer Tracy's legacy in Hollywood. Known for his boyish good looks, Errol Flynn was a prominent figure in Hollywood during the early to mid-20th century. However, his reputation was marred by his notorious womanizing. Flynn's relationships with women were often scandalous, and he had a particular taste for underage girls. This led to a highly publicized trial for statutory rape, where despite strong evidence against him, he managed to beat the charges. His charm and charisma often overshadowed his troubling behavior, allowing him to maintain a successful career in film. Additionally, Flynn struggled with alcoholism, which further complicated his personal life and health. His issues with alcohol, combined with venereal diseases, ultimately rendered him unfit for military service during World War II. Despite his talent and popularity, Flynn's legacy is tainted by his controversial actions and the darker aspects of his personal life. Mickey Rooney was a prominent figure in Hollywood, known not only for his acting talent but also for his tumultuous romantic life. He was married 8 times, which speaks to his complex relationships and personal struggles. Among his notable affairs were romances with famous actresses like Lana Turner and Elizabeth Taylor, both of whom were significant figures in the film industry. His marriage to Ava Gardner, another Hollywood icon, was particularly brief, lasting only 16 months. This short union was emblematic of Rooney's pattern of relationships, which often faced challenges and ended in separation. Throughout his life, Rooney's personal life was marked by numerous romantic entanglements and marital issues, reflecting a man who was both passionate and troubled. His experiences highlight the often tumultuous nature of love and relationships in the spotlight of Hollywood. Barbara Payton was an aspiring actress who became known for her tumultuous relationships with many influential figures in Hollywood. Her career took a downward turn after scandals involving her affairs with actor Franchot Tone and Tom Neal. These high-profile relationships brought her both fame and notoriety, but ultimately led to her professional downfall. As her career faded, Payton found herself in increasingly desperate circumstances. She turned to prostitution, charging just $5 for each encounter, as she struggled to make ends meet. Alongside her financial troubles, she battled severe alcoholism and drug addiction, which further complicated her life. Despite her early promise as an actress, these personal demons overshadowed her talent and led to a tragic end. Barbara Payton died at the young age of 39, leaving behind a legacy marked by both her brief stardom and her struggles with addiction and scandal. Audrey Hepburn was a Belgian-born actress known for her elegance and charm, which set her apart from other Hollywood icons like Marilyn Monroe. While she often portrayed a romantic image on screen, her personal life was marked by numerous affairs that revealed a more complex side to her character. Hepburn's relationships included notable figures such as William Holden, with whom she shared a passionate connection, and Robert Anderson, who was also part of her romantic history. Additionally, she had a brief affair with Ben Gazzara, further highlighting her allure and the intrigue surrounding her personal life. Rumors swirled around her connections to other famous actors, including Marlon Brando and Gregory Peck, adding to the mystique of her persona. Despite her public image as a graceful and sophisticated actress, These affairs painted a different picture of her life behind the scenes, showcasing the complexities of love and desire in the glamorous yet tumultuous world of Hollywood. Louise Brooks had a brief but impactful film career that left a lasting impression on Hollywood. Known for her striking beauty and unique style, she became a symbol of the flapper era. Throughout her life, Brooks was involved with numerous lovers, which contributed to her reputation as a figure of intrigue. Her boldness extended to her work, as she was unafraid to embrace nudity in her films, challenging the norms of her time. After her first marriage, she left her husband for George Preston Marshall, a prominent figure in the sports world. However, her second marriage was short-lived, ending after less than 6 months. Despite her early success, Brooks' career in film came to an abrupt end by the age of 26. Interestingly, she never expressed regret about leaving the limelight, choosing instead to live life on her own terms. Her legacy continues to influence filmmakers and actors today, as she remains a fascinating figure in the history of cinema. Joan Crawford was a prominent figure in Hollywood, known for her talent and beauty. She used her feminine wiles to advance her career, engaging in relationships with notable actors such as Douglas Fairbanks Jr., Clark Gable, and Spencer Tracy. These connections helped her rise to fame in an industry that often valued personal relationships as much as talent. However, her journey was not without its challenges. As the years went by, Crawford faced a painful descent from the heights of stardom. Despite her efforts to remain relevant in a changing industry, she struggled to find roles that matched her earlier success. This decline was marked by a series of setbacks and disappointments that left her feeling isolated. In her later years, she lived in a small New York apartment, a stark contrast to the glamorous life she once led. The once celebrated actress found herself grappling with the realities of aging and the fickle nature of fame. Elvis Presley, still celebrated for his looks, was notorious for his affairs. His early relationships included notable figures like Natalie Wood and various starlets before he married Priscilla Beaulieu in 1967. Despite his marriage, Presley's infidelity continued to make headlines. He had a well-documented romance with co-star Anne Margaret, which was one of the most talked-about relationships of his career. Their chemistry was undeniable, and they shared a passionate connection during the filming of Viva Las Vegas. Additionally, he was linked to other actresses such as Juliette Prowse and Sybil Shepherd, further solidifying his reputation as a heartthrob with a complicated love life. These relationships often overlapped with his professional commitments, creating a blend of personal and public intrigue that captivated fans and the media alike. The allure of his charm and talent only added to the fascination surrounding his romantic escapades, making him a prominent figure in Hollywood's history of celebrity affairs. In the world of cinema, Sophia Loren stands out as a remarkable figure. An Italian actress, she rose to fame in her 20s and quickly became a global icon. Her talent was recognized when she won an Oscar for her powerful performance in the film Two Women in 1960. Loren's beauty and charisma captivated audiences, but her personal life also drew significant attention. She was known to have had affairs with several high-profile men in Hollywood, including Cary Grant, Frank Sinatra, Peter Sellers, and Omar Sharif. These relationships often made headlines and added to her allure as a star. Additionally, rumors circulated about her involvement with other famous figures such as Marlon Brando and John F. Kennedy. Loren's life was a blend of professional success and personal intrigue, making her a fascinating subject in the history of Hollywood. Burt Reynolds became a prominent figure in Hollywood during the 1970s, known not only for his acting talent, but also for his status as a sex symbol. His fame reached new heights when he famously posed naked for a cover shoot in Cosmopolitan magazine, a bold move that captured the attention of many. Throughout his life, Reynolds was married twice, but his romantic escapades extended far beyond these unions. He had high-profile affairs with several well-known women, including the talented actress Dinah Shore, the acclaimed Sally Field, and the celebrated tennis star Chris Evert. Each of these relationships added to the allure and mystique surrounding him. Reynolds' romantic life was as wild and adventurous as his successful career in film and television. His charm and charisma made him a favorite among fans and a notable figure in the entertainment industry, solidifying his legacy as one of Hollywood's most captivating personalities. Sharon Tate was a talented actress known for her captivating performances in films like Valley of the Dolls and Rosemary's Baby. Her beauty and charm made her a prominent figure in Hollywood during the 1960s. Tate's personal life was as intriguing as her film career. She had a well-publicized affair with director Roman Polanski, whom she later married. Their relationship was marked by both passion and tragedy. Additionally, she was linked romantically to several other famous men, including the charismatic Steve McQueen and the hairstylist Jay Sebring, who was deeply in love with her. Rumors also swirled about her relationships with Warren Beatty and Dean Martin, both of whom were major stars of the time. These connections painted a picture of a woman who navigated the complexities of love and fame in an era filled with glamour and excess. Her life, however, was cut short in a shocking and tragic manner, leaving behind a legacy that continues to fascinate many. James Stewart was known for his wholesome on-screen persona, but had a series of high-profile affairs before marrying Gloria McLean in 1949. His charm and talent made him a beloved figure in Hollywood, yet behind the scenes, his romantic life was quite tumultuous. He had relationships with several prominent actresses, including Eleanor Powell, Loretta Young, Ginger Rogers, and Dinah Shore. Each of these affairs showcased a different side of Stewart, revealing a man who was passionate and deeply emotional. His most notable affair was with a Hollywood icon, which became intense and complicated. Unfortunately, this relationship ended due to his struggles with controlling his emotions, highlighting the contrast between his public image and private life. Despite his reputation for being a family man later in life, these earlier relationships paint a picture of a man who was not immune to the temptations and challenges of fame. Richard Burton was notorious for his numerous affairs with leading ladies, including while married to his first wife Sybil Williams. His promiscuity rivaled that of Warren Beatty, with at least one new woman every other day during his heyday. Despite his tumultuous marriages, Burton's appetite for sex was insatiable. He was known for his charm and charisma, which easily attracted many women in the film industry. His relationships often made headlines, and he was frequently seen with different actresses, creating a scandalous reputation that followed him throughout his career. Burton's affairs were not just fleeting encounters. They often involved deep emotional connections, which complicated his personal life. His marriage to Elizabeth Taylor, one of Hollywood's most famous couples, was marked by intense passion and infidelity, further highlighting his complex nature. Burton's life was a blend of artistic brilliance and personal chaos, making him a fascinating figure in Hollywood history. Jack Nicholson was known for his overwhelming obsession with sex, claiming to have had over 2,000 sexual conquests throughout his life. This staggering number reflects not only his charisma and charm, but also his relentless pursuit of pleasure. When humorously asked about his children, he quipped that there could be as many as 9,000, highlighting his playful attitude towards his numerous relationships. Nicholson's romantic life was marked by brief marriages and a series of affairs, each one adding to his reputation as a notorious womanizer. Despite his many liaisons, no woman ever managed to take away his sense of freedom, which he valued above all else. His relationships often seemed to be fleeting, as he preferred the thrill of the chase over long-term commitment. This pattern of behavior has made him a prominent figure in discussions about sexual addiction in Hollywood, showcasing a lifestyle that many find both fascinating and troubling. Raquel Welch, celebrated for her stunning beauty and undeniable sex appeal, became a prominent figure in Hollywood during the 1960s and 1970s. Her allure attracted many famous men, leading to high-profile affairs with notable stars such as Richard Burton, Elvis Presley, and Frank Sinatra. These relationships often captured the public's attention, showcasing her as a symbol of glamour and desire. Throughout her life, Raquel experienced 4 marriages, beginning with her first union to James Welch in 1959. This marriage produced 2 children, who became an important part of her life. Despite her romantic entanglements and multiple marriages, Raquel Welch maintained a strong presence in the entertainment industry, known for her roles in films and television. Her legacy continues to be intertwined with her image as a captivating actress and a figure of fascination in Hollywood history. Known as the Latin lover, Rudolph Valentino was one of Hollywood's first great sex symbols. His charm and good looks captivated audiences in the silent film era, making him a star. Valentino's personal life was as dramatic as the roles he played on screen. He had turbulent marriages, with 2 notable unions that ended in heartbreak. His relationships were often the subject of gossip, and he was linked to several famous actresses, including Paula Negri and Vilma Banky. These affairs fueled his reputation as a romantic figure, but they also contributed to the chaos in his life. After his untimely death at the young age of 31, rumors about his sexuality began to circulate, Speculation arose regarding his relationships and personal preferences, but these claims remain unsubstantiated. Valentino's legacy as a sex symbol endures, and his life story continues to intrigue those who study the history of Hollywood's golden age. Vivien Leigh, celebrated for her iconic performances as Scarlett O'Hara in Gone with the Wind, and Blanche Dubois in A Streetcar Named Desire, had a tumultuous personal life that often overshadowed her remarkable career. Her relationship with Laurence Olivier was marked by passion and drama. Their affair began while both were still married to other people, creating a scandal that captivated the public. Olivier's wife was pregnant at the time, adding to the controversy surrounding their romance. Despite their intense connection, their marriage was fraught with difficulties. Leigh struggled with mental health issues, which put a strain on their relationship. The couple's passionate love story turned into a turbulent partnership, filled with arguments and emotional turmoil. Ultimately, their union, once seen as a great love affair, became unhappy and led to their separation. Leigh's life and career were a complex tapestry of talent, desire, and personal challenges that left a lasting impact on Hollywood history. Hugh Hefner, founder of the Playboy Empire, was a prominent figure in Hollywood known for his numerous relationships with young women. His lifestyle was often showcased in the reality show The Girls Next Door, which featured his multiple girlfriends living in the Playboy mansion. This portrayal painted a picture of a glamorous life filled with parties and luxury. However, recent documentaries have shed light on a darker side of Hefner's life. These accounts suggest that he used drugs as a means to control and exploit the women around him. Many former girlfriends have come forward, sharing their experiences of manipulation and emotional distress. They describe an environment where consent was often blurred, and the power dynamics were heavily skewed in Hefner's favor. This troubling aspect of his legacy raises questions about the true nature of the relationships he fostered, and the impact they had on the lives of those involved. Hefner's story serves as a complex narrative of fame, power, and the consequences of unchecked desires. Garbo, who never married, had a complex romantic life that included relationships with both men and women. Among her notable lovers were the famous photographer and designer Cecil Beaton, the actor Gilbert Roland, and the legendary filmmaker Orson Welles. Her connections extended beyond heterosexual relationships, as she was also linked to several women, showcasing her fluid sexuality. Garbo had rumored affairs with prominent figures such as the actress Tallulah Bankhead, the iconic singer Billie Holiday, and the silent film star Louise Brooks. These relationships highlight her enigmatic persona and the intrigue surrounding her private life. Despite her fame, Garbo maintained a level of mystery, often shying away from the public eye. Her relationships, both gay and straight, contributed to her reputation as a complex figure in Hollywood history, reflecting the diverse nature of love and attraction during her time. Warren Beatty is well known for his romantic escapades, which have become a significant part of his public persona. Throughout his life, he has been linked to several high-profile actresses, including Natalie Wood, Joan Collins, Cher, and Madonna. His biographer, Peter Biskind, made a striking claim that Beatty had slept with an astonishing 12,775 women. While Beatty found humor in this figure, he did not outright deny the essence of his reputation as a prolific lover. This aspect of his life has often overshadowed his accomplishments as an actor and filmmaker. Despite his numerous relationships, Beatty eventually settled down when he married Annette Bening at the age of 54. Together, they have 4 children, marking a significant shift in his life from a notorious playboy to a devoted family man. His journey reflects the complexities of fame, love, and personal growth in the ever-watchful eye of Hollywood. Achieving fame in the 1940s, Rita Hayworth became one of Hollywood's most celebrated actresses, appearing in 61 films over a remarkable 37-year career. Her beauty and talent captivated audiences, making her a leading figure in the film industry. However, her personal life was marked by a series of tumultuous relationships. Hayworth was married and divorced 5 times, with notable affairs, including one with actor Victor Mature. Her journey in Hollywood began when a Fox film producer discovered her, leading to a significant career breakthrough. She later married Edward Judson, who played a crucial role in managing her career. Judson arranged relationships that he believed would benefit her, including a connection with Harry Cohn, the head of Columbia Pictures. This complex web of personal and professional relationships highlights the challenges and pressures faced by actresses in Hollywood during that era. Hayworth's story reflects both the glamour and the struggles of a star navigating the demanding landscape of fame and romance. Marlon Brando, a self-confessed sex addict, had a tumultuous personal life that mirrored his intense on-screen performances. He was married 3 times, but his relationships extended far beyond those unions. Brando had affairs with hundreds of women, showcasing a lifestyle that was both passionate and chaotic. Among his notable lovers were famous actresses like Eva Marie Saint, Grace Kelly, and Rita Moreno, each of whom experienced the magnetic pull of his charm. However, Brando's romantic interests were not limited to women. He was equally passionate about men, with rumors of affairs with iconic figures such as James Dean and Richard Pryor. This complex web of relationships contributed to his reputation as one of Hollywood's most notorious figures in terms of sexual escapades. Brando fathered at least 11 children, further complicating his legacy. His life was a blend of artistic genius and personal turmoil, making him a fascinating subject in the history of Hollywood's most infamous personalities. The stunning Hedy Lamarr had a love life as dramatic as her film roles, filled with numerous affairs and scandalous escapades. She starred in successful films like Algiers in 1938, Samson and Delilah in 1949, and White Cargo in 1942. Known for her beauty and sharp wit, Lamarr attracted many suitors, including husbands from various backgrounds. Her first notable marriage was to screenwriter Jean Markey, which ended in divorce. She then married British actor John Loder, with whom she had 2 children. This marriage also faced challenges and ultimately ended. Lamarr's most recent marriage was to lawyer Louis J. Boyes, but this union lasted only 3 years before ending in divorce. Throughout her life, Lamarr's romantic relationships often mirrored the intensity and passion of her film characters, making her a captivating figure both on and off the screen. Her legacy continues to intrigue those who explore the complexities of her personal life and career. Known for her striking beauty and fierce independence, Gloria Swanson was a prominent silent film star who captivated audiences in the early 20th century. Throughout her life, she married 6 times, showcasing her complex personal life that often drew public attention. Swanson's romantic relationships were marked by scandal, as she was linked to several high-profile figures. Among her lovers were Joseph P. Kennedy Sr., a powerful political figure, and the legendary comedian Charlie Chaplin. Additionally, she had a notable connection with director Cecil B. DeMille, who played a significant role in her career. Rumors swirled around her affairs with other Hollywood icons, including the charismatic Rudolph Valentino and the dashing Douglas Fairbanks. These relationships not only highlighted her allure, but also reflected the tumultuous nature of her personal life, making her a fascinating figure in Hollywood history. Swanson's legacy continues to intrigue those who explore the complexities of love and fame in the entertainment industry. Desi Arnaz, known for his role in the iconic television show I Love Lucy, had a complicated personal life that was marked by infidelity. Married to the beloved actress Lucille Ball, Arnaz's reputation as a serial adulterer became a significant aspect of their relationship. His numerous affairs ultimately contributed to their divorce in 1960. Hollywood insider Scotty Bowers revealed that during the peak of I Love Lucy's success, Arnaz was involved in a lifestyle that included frequent encounters with women. Bowers claimed to have arranged for Arnaz to meet 2 or 3 women each week, highlighting the extent of his infidelity. This behavior not only affected his marriage, but also painted a picture of the pressures and temptations faced by stars in Hollywood during that era. The combination of fame, success, and personal struggles created a tumultuous backdrop for Arnaz's life, making him a notable figure in discussions about the darker sides of Hollywood's history. Known as the Mexican Spitfire, Lupa Velez was a vibrant and passionate actress who made a significant mark in Hollywood during the 1920s and 1930s. Her life was filled with numerous affairs with some of the biggest names in the industry, including Gary Cooper, Clark Gable, and Charlie Chaplin. These relationships were often tumultuous, fueled by her intense jealousy and protective nature. Velez's fiery personality sometimes led to conflicts with her lovers, creating a dramatic backdrop to her romantic escapades. Despite her success on screen, her personal life was fraught with challenges. Amid swirling rumors of a pregnancy by a married man, Velez faced immense pressure and despair. Tragically, she took her own life, leaving behind a legacy that intertwined talent with the complexities of love and heartbreak. Her story remains a poignant reminder of the struggles faced by many in the spotlight. Jeanne Moreau, a celebrated French actress, had a vibrant and often tumultuous love life that mirrored the passion she brought to her performances. She was married to actor Jean-Louis Richard, a relationship that marked the beginning of her exploration into the complexities of love and partnership. Moreau's romantic entanglements extended beyond her marriage, as she became involved with notable figures in the film industry, including acclaimed directors Louis Malle and François Truffaut. These relationships not only influenced her personal life, but also her artistic journey, as she collaborated with these directors on significant cinematic works. In the late 1970s, she married U.S. director William Friedkin, further intertwining her life with the world of film. Moreau's allure also attracted legendary actors such as Marlon Brando and Alain Delon, both of whom were known for their own complicated romantic histories. Her relationships were often marked by intensity and passion, reflecting the depth of her character, both on and off the screen. Elizabeth Taylor's love life was a whirlwind of passion and controversy, marked by 8 marriages that captured public attention. Her first marriage to Conrad Hilton was troubled, characterized by gambling, drinking, and abusive behavior, setting a tumultuous tone for her romantic journey. Taylor's affair with Eddie Fisher, who was married to her best friend Debbie Reynolds, shocked Hollywood and the public alike, showcasing the complexities of her relationships. This scandal not only strained friendships, but also highlighted the intense emotions that often surrounded her love life. Her marriages to Richard Burton were particularly notable, filled with both fiery passion and deep conflict. The couple married twice, experiencing a love that was as dramatic as it was intense, ultimately leading to 2 divorces. Taylor's relationships often reflected her larger-than-life persona, with each union revealing different facets of her character and desires. The combination of her romantic escapades and the public's fascination with her made Elizabeth Taylor a significant figure in Hollywood history, forever remembered for her tumultuous love life and the impact it had on her career and personal narrative. Lana Turner was one of Hollywood's original movie stars and a major celebrity. She starred in big movies of the 40s and 50s, captivating audiences with her beauty and talent. However, her personal life was equally dramatic, filled with tumultuous relationships and scandals. Married 8 times to 7 different men, her romantic escapades were often the talk of the town. Among her notable affairs were relationships with famous actors like Tyrone Power and Frank Sinatra, which added to her allure and notoriety. One of the most shocking chapters in her life involved her relationship with mobster Johnny Stompanato. This tumultuous romance ended tragically when Stompanato was killed, leading to a sensational court case. In a dramatic turn of events, her daughter, Cheryl Crane, defended herself in court, claiming she acted in self-defense during the incident. This high-profile case captured the attention of the media and the public, further cementing Lana Turner's status as a Hollywood icon with a life as dramatic as the films she starred in. Known for her brutal honesty, Tallulah Bankhead had a reputation that extended far beyond her acting talent. She engaged in steamy affairs with numerous co-stars, captivating audiences not only with her performances, but also with her dramatic personal life. Bankhead was open about her relationships, which included both men and women, showcasing her fluid sexuality. Among her notable liaisons was jazz singer Billie Holiday, a relationship that highlighted her adventurous spirit. Despite her father's warnings about the dangers of men and alcohol, Bankhead embraced a scandalous love life, often indulging in the very behaviors he cautioned against. Her penchant for dramatic outbursts and candid remarks made her a memorable figure in Hollywood as she navigated the complexities of fame and desire. Bankhead's life was a tapestry of passion and controversy, reflecting the vibrant and often tumultuous world of early 20th century entertainment.